crypto, NFTs, stocks. Let's kick this show off. Luke, it's time to talk crypto.
Hey, thank you, Inns. God, that sexy voice gets me every time. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Alwyn. What's up, my man? I'm glad you're here. I know there's just a few in here right now. Hoping a few more jump in because we got a lot of things to talk about today, and a lot of people are pissed off. There's a lot of people that are angry, confused. In fact, this whole freaking market has kind of been a disaster. Let's just be honest for the past couple of days. Now, before we get started, you all need to know I am a father. I am a husband. My family comes before anything, no matter what, even this, because at the end of the day, my family matters more because I love them. Okay, so that said, my wife is out working today, so I'm in charge of the kids. Well, I put one in bed because I really felt like we need to talk about this. The problem is I've got a 4-month-old, and he does whatever he wants to do whenever he wants to do it. So he was asleep. He's down here, and he was asleep until just now, and he's staring at me. He's now laughing at me. But he is going to be hungry in a second. So you know what? This is just going to be one of them streams where I'm going to sit here and feed a baby, and we're going to talk about stuff that's happening in the industry because I think it's very important. James Loy, what's up, buddy? Hope glad you're here. Woo, words are hard today. It's been wild. It has been crazy. So to get everybody a little bit caught up here while we're waiting on people to get in, the NFT world kind of like took this little, like it blew up internally. What's up, Danny Connell? And so last week, there was a massive rug pull from a massive influencer. There's still a lot of talks about what's going to happen, if he's going to come back. Like, it's been interesting because he's not necessarily like, hi, Lincoln. Hi, are you trying to say hi to your fans? Yeah. Okay. He made a token called a FUT. Oh, I'm gonna pick him up here in just a second. Don't worry. If you pick him up too soon, he's more pissed off. Like, he's an independent kid. So you gotta give him his space. He'll let you know when it's time. And don't worry, he'll be with us today. It was Tyler or T-Moss, as you've heard it, and made a token called FUD token, basically said, I'm going to take all your money, and he mint it out. Like, it's crazy. We have so much to talk about. We have so much to talk about, not just about events, but we have so much to talk about as a community as far as what to do, like how to handle NFTs, what your goal is, how to beat the FOMO. Like, the FOMO is the biggest thing that absolutely, that's absolutely just beating this market to death right now, I think, is we have so many new people. And in case you don't know, FOMO, F-O-M-O, that is the fear of missing out, which I'm going to tell you, honestly, right now, the person with the most FOMO is my 4-month-old down here. He's got some FOMO of missing out on this stream. So we're going to go ahead and bring him into the stream. So y'all welcome. For a lot of you, this is your first time seeing him. For my people that come to my personal streams, you see my family all the time. My 3-year-old girl loves to stream. In fact, I'm doing a personal stream tonight on Twitch for marbles or bingo or something, and she will be there. And she has been excited all week for it. So let me get Lincoln, and then we're gonna keep talking. Don't go anywhere. I'm just right here. I'm not leaving you. Hi, pretty boy. Hey. All right. Famous. Oh, here he comes. Woo! Lincoln, say hi, everybody. Oh, you're showing your belly. That's rude. I mean, I know you're trying to get followers. That's how you do it this day. All right, so he's going to sit here until he's mad, and then he's going to take a bottle, and that's just what it is. Welcome to one of my streams. So that started this, the T-Moss deal started this huge thing of like, oh my gosh, we need to start doxing everybody. Like, people, we need to know what we're investing in, right? Let's put this into context for you. If you're going to go out and you are, and somebody walks up to you, you don't know who they are, they won't tell you anything about themselves, and they're like, hey, will you throw me $500 real quick? Who's going to do that? Which one of y'all is going to do that? Nobody in their right mind, right? That's not how this works. And that's what's happening in this community. People are walking up and they're throwing money out. They're throwing money and they're losing it. And that sucks. And I hate that. So here we are today. Now, there's so much happening. There's rug pulls every day. I try to catch as many as I can. I try to let you guys know about it and hopes that I can save people money. One of the big ones that I called this past, a couple of days ago, and we're going to start here, and then we're going to talk about Journey here in a second. Sorry. All right. Okay. If a couple of weeks ago, if you were to look at the profile and you scroll back, you're going to see a red flag where I called out a rug pull. It started right here. Let's see. That was for a different one. Here we go. This says, I saw a post, had a ton of followers, like the Twitter had a ton of followers, may be a legit deal, but I have my doubts, no information, wrong Twitter on the webpage, the counter hasn't moved, and looking at the ad code, which at some point I'm going to do a video showing you how to look at the code of a site so that you can see how it's built out, and looking at that, it seemed to be just an HTML and CSS page, didn't have any kind of script in it that would allow it to be functional, like the counter functional or anything like that, like none of the integrations that a site should have if they are doing a launch like this. And so, I saw that, as always, that's in my opinion, do your own research. That's what DYOR means. And then I'll link to it. Now, if I click on this now, it's going to be gone because that page is gone. But if we scroll up a little bit, we're going to see this right here. Hey, called out HODLpunks ETH this morning with some questions and brought some facts to the table after seeing some major red flags. This was his reply, and I'm guessing he didn't want people to know he's a rug puller. And his reply was he blocked me. So that's when I knew this was a rug pull, no question. I'll let you guys know. Unfortunately, he's still got a lot of people in. Now, if here's a couple of things that a lot of times scammers will do as well, and it's something to look out for, is search for that collection on OpenSea, because there's actually a collection that is very similar to Dead's head called guess what it is? It's just Deadheads. The S is in a different place. Imagine that. It's a pretty successful little deal here. And so this is a great little collection. Has like a floor of like 0.25, I think. Or at least what I know about it. I don't know a whole lot about this project. It may be dead in the water, but needless to say, it is a different project that at some point made some people some money, I'm gonna guess. Or it could be another scam. Haven't researched it. Like I said, I'm just a dumb guy on the internet, so always do your research. So we come back, and actually, before we get into that, let's look at their website. This is the website you come to. All the links are broken except for connect. So you can connect your wallet. You can send ETH to this guy, and it is 0.08 ETH per, and you can do as many as you want to do. Up to 5. Okay, so at least he was respectful enough to only let you buy 5, right? But at the end of the day, you could have just done that over and over and over with the same wallet and just kept sending this guy money. And the problem is you'll never see it again. He sent out the Deadheads. He made approximately $300,000 on this scam. Golly, I hate him. I wish I could find him in a dark alley. Hey, you can't eat that. You cannot eat that. Okay, eat that. And so I am, there's a lot of people who lost a lot of money. So I started getting a lot of Twitters. In fact, they've made a whole nother Discord where they're trying to save this. So, and I respect that. I respect anybody that wants to work and try to make something better. Here is the problem with scams, and I'm going to be very honest and very open. Oh, Link does not like scammers either. You know what Link likes? Link likes bottles. Doesn't Hims like some bottles? Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be the talking portion for a second while this dude gets a little food in him. We got a bottle already made. Look at me. This is what you call YouTube streaming. We take care of family and we stream. Ain't that right, Link? You don't care. You don't even speak English. You don't know nothing that I'm saying. If his sister was here, that'd be different. All right, so let's get real about what this is, what scammers are, and how it actually looks in the real world. Nope, that's the wrong video. That's the video I'm looking for. Let's talk about that, because as much as I love people trying to make it better, at the end of the day, the issue is, and people are like, oh, let's find them, let's go after them, let's pursue legal actions, let's do all this kind of stuff. And like I said, I love the heart. The problem is we live in a decentralized land. We've chosen to invest in what we know is a very risky investment. No matter what anybody wants to tell me, no matter what you say, it does not matter what you think. This is a inherently risky industry. Cryptocurrency NFTs, anything in this decentralized land is honestly scary, right? You have to be very you have to do a lot of research. You have to spend a lot of time knowing what you're doing. And so here's the deal. At the end of the day, this dude didn't make any promises that he didn't keep. He made a project. He allowed you to come in. I think that the only thing he may have said was these are all unique, which they're not. I think there's like 5 or 6 of them. But other than that, there was no Discord where there was promises made. There was no secondary website, that gave information on it. He wasn't out doxing himself or doing interviews. There was nothing there. So this dude basically said, I'm going to give you an NFT and you're going to give me money. And that's what happened. And he sent NFTs. Problem is, they're not worth anything. There's no inherent value behind them. What they are is they're pictures of a picture that came off of Fiverr, actually, that somebody on Fiverr made for him. And so the real truth is, like, you get caught in these, there's nothing really to do. Speaking legally, he said he was going to send you a picture and you bought a picture. Now that sucks. Don't get me wrong. I've been caught in rug pull. So this is not me speaking ignorantly, and I've never had it happen. So I don't know what it emotionally feels like. Emotionally, it sucks to lose money like this. But realistically, there's nothing you can do. Now, there's projects that can be saved. There's things that can be done. If we look at Little Ape Club, the whatever they're calling it, I think it's the Little Ape Club, Little Ape Club and Little Mutant Ape Club. Okay, so they both rug pulled, right? Sometime this past week. Well, then somebody came out and said, well, that project was stolen. It was actually our project, and now our real project is Little Ape Club 1. Something like that. Okay, so I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I had no intentions of buying one ever, but I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I went to their Discord. I jumped in their community. I started asking questions, and they would not answer my questions. They would not let me. I asked them if anybody was going to dox, and they said no, and I asked them for a reason why not. Because I felt like it was important that I know where my money's going when I invest, and they said because they don't want people knowing who they are. Okay. Well, then, like, if you can't tell me who you are, then I'm not giving you my money. That's my end of the day. Like, unless you are somebody that I personally have a contact with, like, unless somebody that I trust is going to vouch for you, then I'm not going to give a stranger money when I don't know who that stranger is. End of story. And so they said that, and so I started asking some other questions. I said, what's plans? What are you doing? What's happening? All this kind of stuff. They still wouldn't answer me. They wouldn't give me a clean answer. And I replied, I said, hey, guys, we've got to stop this. We've got to stop the rug pulls. And everything right now screams this is a rug pull because you're not giving us information. You're not being clear. You're just asking us to give you money, and that's not okay. And I was kicked out of the server for that. So they did launch. They're still up. I still think they're going to pull that at some point. I still think that project will not last, but maybe I'm wrong. And I hope I am, because I never want people to lose money. There's nothing that I would love more than when I post a rug pull for me to be 100% wrong. Because at the end of the day, that sucks for everybody involved. And you know what? I'm not even as worried about the financial side of it. I worry more about the emotional side of losing money in an investment, because there's a lot of people that put a lot of money into these things and they don't have a lot of money to put into it. And so, when you don't have money for rent, or you have just enough money for rent, but instead you put that money into investment thinking you can quick turn some cash, that's where you lose money. And that puts a lot of people in a lot of bad places. And so, man, I would love to never see another rug pull again, but it's unfortunately the industry that we are living in, and unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. And it is a very blurry line, and that's so. There's a couple of scary things that happen. So if we look at TMOS, the rug pull, the influencer rug pull that happened last week, if we look at TMOS and that whole situation. Like I jumped into a bunch of AMAs there, and there was some big names in some of these AMAs, and there was a lot of people being pissed off and talking about what they wanted to do and everything else. And, I joke all the time about how I'd like to catch somebody in a dark corner, but at the end of the day, like, unfortunately, my life is not decentralized. We have laws, right? We have rules that we apply by. Otherwise, things happen to us, and that's the way that it goes. And so, whenever they got on and started threatening TMOS, they started getting threatening text messages and that kind of stuff. That's where the line blurs, because we're living in a decentralized land. In this world that we live in crypto and NFTs, but we in real life are not living in a decentralized land. Okay, it's not like we're gonna find them in a dark alley on the metaverse where there's no consequences and we beat an avatar to death. You can't do that in real life, and so that brings a bad name to everybody when that happens. My man, just killing it, just chugging this milk over here. God, what a life. And so that's a blurry line. And here's a second blurry line. Everybody wants to have decentralized, right? We want to have this payment processing, this way to exchange money in to do all kinds of different and have different utilitarian functions. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to have the government involved. Well, if you don't want to have the government involved, I don't know where the line is for the scammers that live in this world. You can't have both, okay? You can't have the non-existence of government while asking for the existence of government. It just doesn't work. So you've got to pick, and that's what makes cryptocurrencies and NFTs very risky. I tell people on a almost daily basis, the amount of calls, texts, Discords, Twitters I get that are new people. They're like, hey, I really want to get into crypto. What do I need to know? And the first thing I'm always going to tell everybody is there's a good chance you're going to lose your money. Let's just be completely honest. There is a good chance you will lose whatever you put in. Now, you work hard, you research, you know what you're doing, there's a chance you can make money. A lot of people have made a lot of money. I've made some money, not a lot. I've made enough to pay the bills. That's not true. I've made enough to pay for all my stuff to stream, that kind of stuff. I do pretty well in crypto, but I turn around and reinvest. So I do have a lot of investments that I'm very happy with. But I've lost a lot of money in the process too. I've lost on some pretty big rug pulls, especially when I first got into crypto. So it happens. And so it's risky. So, you've got to be aware. You've got to do research. And this is why the FOMO atmosphere. Oh, do you think that's so funny? Yeah, Hims does. That's why this FOMO atmosphere is going to kill this industry. Hands down, this fear of missing out. We see a Twitter and somebody says, we're releasing something right now. We have to go get it. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that's it. You didn't do any research. You jumped in, you threw money in. You might get lucky. Probably won't. And so please be careful. Please, begging every one of you, anytime that you get out and you start looking at these projects, I say this all the time. You've heard me say it. It is more important, or it's the best way to say this. The best. I would always rather miss out on an investment than lose out on an investment. Okay. Because if I miss out on an investment, I didn't actually lose anything, right? I didn't gain money there, but look, I didn't buy a Bored Ape Yacht Club when it was on the floor of whatever it was when it launched, and I didn't buy Dogecoin at 0.00001 or whatever, right? So I've missed out on a lot of opportunities in life. We miss out every single day. I would rather miss out again than rather lose out. I'd rather not lose my investment. So it's always best. No matter what, we've got to drop the FOMO, and you've got to look at a project and you got to take your time and say, you know what, before I go throw $500 into this, because even on the low end, if it's a cheap one with gas the way it is right now, yeah, it's a lot. Before I throw $500 of my hard-earned money, I would like to know where I'm putting this money at. Let me look at this website. Do their links work? Are there links what they link to? Their projects, or are they somebody else's project? Do they have, what does their history on Twitter look like, or on social medias? Do they have a Discord? Do they have a community? Are other people tweeting about them? These are just basic things to check. And then it's okay to ask a question. If you don't get an answer, then you're going to miss out on an investment, and that's okay. they don't answer your question, that's when I walk away. And I know I miss a lot of Twitter engagements. I try not to. I try to talk to everybody. But at the end of the day, if I don't have the answers for what I need to satisfy me in investing, then I'm not going to. Okay? And so if you're looking for something that's not risky, then go into the stock market. It's risky, but there's definitely safer places there. Put your money in Bitcoin. Take your small rise. I think we're Bitcoin's obviously no one thinks, which this is not financial advice. This just is what it is. I think it has plenty of room to grow. For us, Bitcoin is a very safe place that we put our money. I put money in there and I let it sit, and I'll take my 10%, 20% gain, right? That's easy money if we want to be honest about it. But you also can't get scared when the market drops. Okay, you can't you can't let your emotion control your investments, and that's where you're going to get lost every single time. So find out what's right for you. So when we start to talk about investing, and I will talk about this a lot because there's a lot of videos coming down the line. The big thing to ask yourself is, what is my goal here? Am I going to be a day trader, trying to make money every single day? Am I going to be a swing trader where I, invest for a couple of weeks and pulling it out? Or am I in this for the long haul? Like, am I hodling at this point, right? Do I want to just buy stuff and hold it forever? And so who knows what the best thing to do is, because that's up to you. But then you start to make your decisions on, okay, how do I do this? And I've got a video coming that explains this in a little bit more depth. But like, when you're looking at NFTs, since we're talking about that right now, like, how do you make money on NFT? Number one, you make sure you are in a legit project. Okay, talk to people, get in the community, be a part of that. Number two, you want to understand how much you want to invest in it. Here's what I like to do, and you'll hear different things from different people. I like to buy 3 NFTs, either 2 or 3. It depends on how high the price is. But I like to buy 2 or 3 NFTs. The reason being, once I buy them and once it goes live, I'm going to set, if I buy 3, depending on how quick the floor jumps up. If the floor rises pretty quick, pretty fast, pretty intense, then I'm going to take one of those and I'm going to set my price on that to cover all 3 plus my gas, so that right off the bat, I have no money out in this investment. Then my next move is, if I've got 3 of them, then that second one is one that's like, okay, so it's hit this point today. I don't know that it will get further than this, and this is still a pretty good price. So I'm going to take, whatever it is, a couple $100, a couple $1,000. I'm going to pull that right now. So now I have already made money on my investment. This is a win. So at this point, I can leave the third one in there and let it sit in there forever, just in case this thing does go crazy and it absolutely takes off. Then I know that, I can sell it at that point, or I can hold it, or I can do whatever I want to do. So that's the way that I like to buy. If I do 2, it becomes a little more tricky, but your first one has to be the one you pay for your expenses with, and your second one is the one you hold on to. And it's a tricky game, because it's like, at what point do I sell, or what point do I hold? If you get your expenses back off of the first one, then the second one is, you can hold on to that for a long time. You have no money out, right? At this point, no matter where it's at, it's going to be free money. The only fear is if the project drops. So if you feel like you're in a good community and you feel like they have a good roadmap, and the devs and the owners, the teams are all standing behind it, and that kind of stuff, then yeah, I sit on it. I'll sit on it all day. And you know what? If it drops down, I only make a couple of $100. That's still a couple of $100. You got to think, if I've got no investment in it at this point, that's awesome. I've done good, right? So, and then you've also got to think about it. If you're new to NFTs, something you need to know is, when you go to sell an NFT, like if you're on OpenSea and you want to selling your first one, you actually have to pay gas in order to start selling NFTs. So that's an expense you have to build in if it's your first time. So you're going to have to pay $200 or $300 probably in order to even be able to sell. And then you're going to pay a percentage for each one. I think we're ready for a burp here, boys and girls. Right, Milkface? Yeah. Is Milkface ready for a burp? We're going to do both. I'm super dadding and super streaming today, y'all. So thanks for sticking with me through. Oh, sorry about that. I'm sorry. I got to pull this off. I can't hear him burp. Okay, so that's a very easy explanation of how I do my NFT buying and selling. If you can buy more is great. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to what you think the project is worth. And here's the other thing to think about. And this is, we go back earlier to this Little Ape Club or whatever. Attaboy. Hims did it. Yeah, I know. So if we go back to the Little Ape Club, the Little Ape Club 1, the newest one. So they relaunched and they're still active, at least last time I looked. But the floor is like at 0.1, I think. They were selling at 0.5. Sounds good. You look at it just like that, it's fine. But by the time you pay your gas at this point, you're now in the red. Is it worth it? Does the project have enough room? Does it have the social strength behind it, the community behind it, and does it have the roadmap behind it? All important things to ask. So, all that said, let's move on to the other big news of today. And look, if you've got questions along the way, I'm trying to watch the chat. Feel free to ask at any point, or if you got feedback, or if I forget to turn my microphone on, any of that kind of stuff, then throw it in the chat. What do you think, Link? What do you think? You want to talk about the Journey project? Yeah, me too. Me too. $20 says he's gonna throw up. So let's all just know it's coming. It's gross. Welcome to being a parent. If you don't have kids, then this is what having kids looks like. I got both peed and pooped on at the same time earlier today. Parenthood is a joy. So, the Journey Club. Let's talk about the Journey Club. Hang on a second. I've got to make sure that when I do this, oh, you'll be able to. There we go. You can still hear me. Great. We're gonna look at Journey Crypto. So if you don't know Journey, here's the thing. JRNY.club. Go check it out. Journey Crypto, who is the founder of this, he is actually in my opinion, he is the best source of information in this space. Hands down. Has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos about everything. He is very smart. He knows the industry. He's made an incredible living just doing this. And I don't think he's more than 25. I don't know. He doesn't look any more than 25, maybe even younger. And so very smart dude. I have a lot of respect for him in that aspect. And so he decided he wanted to launch a NFT club. Now this is great. So we've known about this for a little bit. He's been talking about it, but we didn't have a lot of information. So for instance, even if you went to his Discord, questions like, hey, what's it going to mint for? Oh, that'll be determined. When's it going to mint? That'll be determined. How much are we going to get? What all are we going to get? Well, that'll be determined. And so what he's essentially doing is he's going around and he's getting all these different NFTs and getting them to that aren't selling out in this, basically hey, you can't get all these sold. I want to buy them from you, and then I want to give them away in my club. And along with that, if you buy this NFT club pass, oh yes, please. I can't find the actual account. There were 3 I followed, and I wasn't sure which profile was the right one. I'm assuming if we're talking about Senorita Eats, tell me which project you're talking about, so I'll make sure I give you the right information. But if you buy this, the idea was if you bought this pass, if you bought into this club, then right off the bat you're going to get 3 NFTs, and then you're going to get. In fact, we can look real quick. Let's pull up. I'm going to copy my audio settings so that you can hear me when I get there. Where are we here? Journey Club. That's Untamed Elephants. Different club. All right, here we go. Bam, you can hear me. All right, so if you come in here were some of the questions in the Discord. When's it going to mint? That'll be announced 48 hours ahead of time. Is there a whitelist? No. Only for Dogepound holders and early Journey VIP members. How much does it cost? That'll be determined in 24 hours, but you'll get 3 sets. How do I get a private community access? Once you have a Journey NFT, you'll have be able to join the private community chat groups and announcement channels, which will be on Discord. Are there benefits to holding multiple ones? Yes, you'll be able to mint 1 NFT each from our future NFT sets for each Journey NFT that you hold. So you'll be able to get more NFTs, right? When is the next Journey NFT set launching? Well, we currently have 2 other NFT sets in the works that will be randomized art. A lot of us know which one of those, or at least which one of those are. where can I buy a Journey NFT? We'll let you know at some point in the next week. How to apply for a community grant. We'll have forums. Who are the devs? We partner with the Doge Pound to dev this at first, and then goes on to tell you who the devs are, and how can I apply to join the team they're going to be hiring. Okay, so that's the information we get. That's all we know. So you have to understand, we are a very heavy newcomer NFT industry right now. It's not like this has been established for a long time. Like everybody here, not everybody. I would be curious to know, but I would say probably 70 to 80% conservatively of the people buying NFTs right now are new to the NFT space. They may only own one or two. They may own none. They may have already unfortunately got caught by a scam. But I would say it's a very high percentage of people that are new because of the crazy influx that's happening right now, especially with the metaverse launching and all that kind of stuff, right? So, this Discord blew up. There's 66,000 members. I think they got 40,000 of those within like 4 minutes when they launched. People have been all just absolutely over the top talking about this project, sharing this project. It has been everywhere. So Journey on Twitter, you asked, is, let's pull it up here, at JRNY Crypto is his personal, or the one for, what he uses for his crypto. And then Journey NFT Club, which is just JRNY Club, is for the club. And so we'll stay here. So we get news that, number one, there's a bunch of stuff happening. If you start to watch different channels, you'll start to see different things in the same places, and it kind of tells you a lot on the Journey NFT Club. And so, but I will tell you this: the Journey, like his personal one, his personal one is where you're gonna get all the information at, and that's where he goes to with everything. And I'm not sure even the Journey NFT Club, I'm assuming it's real. It does link to the correct site. I do know that. And the information seems to be correct. They just don't use it. He's using his, which is where his main following is. He has 618,000 followers on Twitter, y'all. So he has a big presence within the industry. And like I said, he is legitimately one of the best resources to for learning, understanding, and knowing what's coming. So here we go. The launch is happening, which is what he said earlier. It's live on OpenSea. I recommend waiting for public sale to get in. Beware of scammers, right? Okay, great. So here we are, a whole bunch of new investors, and we're like, yes, we're going to get into this club, and we're going to be able to like have an inside scoop as to what's going on in the NFT world. So people are so excited about this. They can't wait to get in. They're in the community, like, trying to level up and trying to be a part of the community, investing a lot of their own time, but we have very little information about it. So this comes out today, and what do we see, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we see an OpenSea for Journey Club, and we see a floor price of 3.49. Let's go look at this. $3.49 ETH. $15,385 before gas. So $15,500, we'll say conservatively, to get one of these passes. And what does this pass get you? It gets you inside access to new NFTs. You get a handful of free NFTs, but we don't know what NFTs they are. So how do we consider this a good investment? How do we rightfully drop $15,000, which, mind you, most newcomers to this industry do not have $15,000 to drop into this. That's not what we're dropping. We're playing with hundies, right? Hundies, not 15 grand. And so here we are. He wants us to drop 15,000. We don't know what NFTs we're getting, so we don't know if they're going to be valuable. We have to trust him. Now, I do trust him. I do think he will bring value to the table. But, like, is it going to be enough to flip 3.5 ETH? I don't know. It's something that I'm genuinely concerned about for this club, and I know what it is. Number one, he's got these at cut right prices, so he is trying to make enough money to pay for his staff because he's hiring a lot of staff. And right on, I think he has a good I think he's trying to do good things. I think he has overshot the launch price for what we're looking at here. And so it's a little bit scary to think about a 3.5 ETH floor for a club that you don't know anything about what you're getting at the end of the day. See, this is one of those tricky ones because Journey's not scamming you. I will stand behind that, and hopefully he doesn't prove me wrong. But I believe with all of my heart that Journey is not scamming us. I think that's fair. However, what do you do when there's a project that, while they're not scamming you, it doesn't add up? It doesn't make sense. Because it does not make sense how I'm going to make my 3.5 ETH back unless this is just a collector's club. Now that's completely different, right? We see that in cars all the time. You a drooly baby. Yeah. We see that in car clubs all the time. They don't want to flip it. They're not looking to make money from it. They want to own the car. Now, see, if it's a collection NFT program, NFT club, then I understand what he's doing. Okay, 3.5 ETH, and you're going to get these, and we're going to continue to, like, feed you the ones that we like and all this kind of stuff. You'll get more down the road. I don't know. And who knows? Maybe there is more inherent value down the road, but without telling us any of that, we don't know. So how do we rightly make a $15,000 investment? And in my opinion, we don't. That is my thought. God, this kid is crunching down on my thumb right now. That's my thumb, not your thumb. Okay, look, if you're still hungry, we can make some. We got a little bit left. Do you want to have a little bit more, dude? While we sit here and talk about Journey, do you want that? Nope, not a chance. Cool. You want that microphone, don't you? So there's a lot of people disappointed in this. A lot of people that wanted to be a part of this club that are not going to be able to afford to. I am not going to be able to afford to. I'm not dropping $15,000 into this. I don't know what it looks like. I want to know what I'm investing in. To be honest, if you want to know why I collect NFTs or why I buy and sell NFTs, I want to support the artist. I'm not an artist. As far as like drawing or anything like that, but I've worked in the video world my entire life, which is within the art community, and like we are severely underpaid, but not even nearly as much as artists are. So I think the NFTs are creating a space to where artists get to finally make money, and I freaking love it, and I'm here for it, and I want to support it. And so like I want to know what I'm buying before I buy it. I want to know like, you know, what the potential return on investment is. And also when we talk about NFTs, I'm not putting my entire portfolio into it because it's riskier than anything else out there. Here's why it's riskier than anything else out there. For an NFT, for you to make money, someone else has to buy it. Now, while that technically happens in crypto, it's a little bit more automated than that. Like it's when you go to sell, you can sell. You might make a little bit less than you hope, but you'll be able to sell. That might not be the case in an NFT. You might be stuck with an NFT forever, and you'll never get your money back. So when you talk about diversification of portfolios, it's very important to know that NFTs should not be the strong player in your portfolio. In fact, I don't even think that crypto should be, unless you're playing in some of the bigger coins, the ETH and the Bitcoin, and you're looking at the long game. It's Alwyn. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out, buddy. I hope you get some good rest tonight, and I always appreciate you being here. And so, guys, you've got to you've got to slow down. We've all got to slow down a little bit. Let's start doing some research and that kind of stuff. All right. So all of that said, couple of things happening, and if you're still here, a couple of us, then let's talk about it real quick. I'm gonna give you all the inside scoop because there's only a couple of you, which is fine, and I want to tell y'all what we got going on next week. On Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, we're having the first Twitch stream for Luke Talks Crypto, and it is going to be incredible. We have 3 staff members, two founders, and then another one of their staff members coming on to co-host a game of marbles, and we are going to be giving away whitelist spots for this project. We're also going to be giving away other prizes that I'm going to announce later today. We're going to be like some cash, also something else that rhymes with Mardware that you can use in crypto. We're going to be playing games, having fun. It's going to be a short 1-hour stream. We don't want to take up all your time, but you're going to hear about this project. This space is more to get to know the owner. So really, we're just going to have fun. If you want to ask questions, we'll be able to ask questions and that kind of stuff. And so I'm very, very excited about that stream. To be honest, I need all of your help, like getting the word out there and really showing up for this project, because this project is one I really stand behind. And so we've got that going on. Now, if you want my current project list that I'm looking at, I'm going to start sharing that at the end of my live streams. And it may not change much from day to day because I'm very picky about what projects I want to be a part of. So let's look at some of the projects that I am looking at before we go here. Here's my Discord. We'll just start to scroll through it from the very top. We've got this is actually the group, the Dead Hands, the people that got scammed created their own Discord, and they're trying to figure out a way to like make something better. And I respect that to death. So good luck to all of y'all on that. I'm sorry that y'all lost money. Hopefully you'll find a way to do something better. Next one that I'm looking at is Pigskin Apes. I'm having a problem with Discord verification today. It keeps not letting me do stuff. And so I haven't got into it yet, but I am going to be checking that one out here in a minute. Soul Stars is another one that I can't really get into yet, but I am checking that one out. Now listen, none of this is financial advice. Please know that this is just me telling y'all what a dumb YouTuber is looking at, right? So these are the ones that I am researching. This is one of the ones that I am the most bullish on right now and I know everybody's scared of the ape stuff, but hey, kid, quit pulling my headphones off, you psycho. Ape Kids Club. This community here is incredible, all right? So if you haven't got a part of this, make sure you get part of that. I'm big on that right now. Alpha Girl Club is one I'm still looking at. I haven't decided. I think it is a good little project. I'm trying to decide if it has the legs enough for me to want to be able to be part of it. I think there's good people involved in it, so I'm not writing it off by any means. The Society of Derivative Apes. Now, I've had some people say that this is a ripoff project, and I don't know if it's just because of the apes. So we'll look here real quick at the sneak peeks. These are what they look like. So, it could be because a lot of this kind of looks like, BAYC. And so maybe that's what they're talking about. But this is an interesting one. They have a really big community. So in their Discord, they've got 15,000 members. They filled up just about filled up whitelist. They launch tomorrow. I think it's going to be like 0.4 ETH or 0.04 ETH, so a good price. And it seems like they have a decent plan for the future. I do like this. I'm going to continue to watch and continue to do research. I will be letting you know on Twitter kind of what I come up with there. Llama Draws, look, anything with my boy Llama. I say my boy like I know him. He has no idea who I am, nor will he ever. But with Llama, he has done this new thing where he's just like drawing terrible pictures and minting them, and people are loving it, and I'm freaking here for it. I keep missing. Look, if I can buy one, I 100% will. Not for any other reason other than just like I wanna see. I just want to have one. Like they're so bad and so good at the same time. Look, this is a fish out of water. The cat's in the water drowning. Cat underwater. Get it? I don't know. I just made that up. But anyways, dude, I'm like I said, I'm freaking here for it. It's terrible, but if I can buy one, I absolutely will. And people are loving this project. This is called Llama Draws. Let's see. What else are we gonna look at here? We've got the official Beats coin, which looking in here is the Vibragoon is one that I'm looking at, and so still doing some research on this one. And this will be an interesting project on a different network. So we'll see. Like I said, I've still got research to do on that one. Let's see, what do we got next? Llama Verse. This is the OG Llama club that he started, or not club, but NFT. I am bullish on this one. There's no way I'll get a whitelist, but I'll probably will try to buy in the public depending on what the gas looks like that day. I think this will be one that has a good little return on it. So I'm pretty excited about that one for myself. Mars Cat Voyage is one that I watched for a little bit. Oh, you like Mars Cat Voyage, huh? I know nothing about them, so I don't even want to speak into it. I loaded it one day to look at some stuff, and something didn't settle right, so I was like, okay. Krypton Goons, I think the best artwork out right now in the industry. Y'all have seen me on Twitter about this. I've been super annoying about it, but gosh, they are crushing it. In fact, if we look at their OpenSea and look at what they're doing right now, looking at a floor price of 0.36, these minted at 0.07, I think, or 8. So this is an incredible project. I think it's nowhere close to seeing its full potential yet. So I am very excited about that one. And then Angel Oasis is one that, so this is interesting. Actually, I like this community, a lot of good people in here. And I actually do own 3 of these, although they haven't been revealed yet. But we don't know what it is yet. But if we look at the announcements for it, what you're going to find out is, which they're going to be closing the public minting like soon, within the next... within the next 12 hours, and it could be at any point. And the reason is because they have a huge opportunity, and she hasn't told us what it is. I'm assuming she can't yet. Angel is the owner for this, and she seems like a transparent person. I have several mutual friends with her that nobody has anything bad to say about her. And so this is going to be curious what this partnership is, who it's with. While I know the Journey Club, like for people that can't afford it, I think it still will like blow up for people that can drop that much money. And if it's part of the Journey Club, I think that's great. There's another one. So it just depends on where it goes. But I do have enough faith in it that I did go ahead and buy 3 myself. They're minting at 0.05 right now, and that's going to close soon. So I do like it. It may not be anything. As always, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. Please don't go buy something just because I told you to. The Pangolin Butler's Lounge. This one's going to be pretty dope. I am pretty excited about this one. Pangolins are like these going in, I guess, like these extinct almost animals over in like Europe, Africa, I think. Yeah, is what I read. I don't know a lot about them, but I mean, I like the artwork. Simplistic, but still has a lot of like good features in them. I think this is going to be a cool project. It launches pretty soon, and then of course my one of my other favorite ones right now. This is the Jolly Elves. This is a seasonal one, but they have linked up with Toys for Tots, and so. I think I don't know what the total price is. I want to say it is. I know it's in the 6 figures for what they'll be donating to Toys for Tots if this mints out, and I think that it absolutely will. They're still working on growing their Discord, so go over there, give them a follow. They have a great community. They play a lot of fun games. Really cool environment overall. Frogs is one that I'm also I like. I haven't bought yet. I need to, but they're a good little community. They're also trying to do some pretty good things that I'm pretty awesome, excited about. Untamed Elephants is one that I have right now, and I like them. They're about to release another line. I don't know that it's a huge money making. I think you might make a little bit, but they have good causes as well. A lot of money going back to the Elephant Foundation. Lincoln here is just super excited about them. Of course, we got the Journey NFT Club. Goobs, own Goobers since the first day. I've got 1 for sale right now, but I still have 4. And so this is a pretty cool little project. If you haven't looked at it, make sure you go check that one out. And then the rest of the stuff down here, some of my crypto stuff. So that's the NFTs I am currently looking at as we speak. I think there's a lot of good ones out there. I'm still looking every single day, and as I find good ones that I think are good, I will pass them along to y'all. Make sure you're following on Twitter. Y'all know what to do there. Luke Talks Crypto, right? Also here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and like. And so that's what we've got going on. Just so much going on. I wanted to do this stream today because I wanted to talk about that rug pull that happened and about the Journey launch. And so I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for it. Lincoln's so happy that y'all are here. Welcome to, this is what happens when a family man has a YouTube channel. Sometimes the family gets to come along. And so I appreciate y'all hanging through it, talking as always. I love you guys. Y'all know that. I'm so thankful for every single one of you. It's crazy to think that this channel has not even been launched for, it's only been launched for 4 days or 5 days at this point, I think. And so we have come a long ways in 5 days, a lot of followers. And I think we've already saved people a lot of money. I've already got a lot of messages from people saying that hey, thank you for letting me know I was going to buy into this. And thankfully I didn't. And so very excited about that because I really want to help people through that. And then also don't forget that Senor Eats, that's tough. You whitelisted for Crypto Goons, but not buying it. Yeah, the regret is hey, you know what though? What you didn't have is not lost. It's that does suck, but there's gonna be more investments down the road. And so I don't know. We've just got big things coming up, and I'm so excited that y'all are all here for every bit of it. And I appreciate y'all sticking through even the messy streams like today. I appreciate y'all being here for. All right. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. we're gonna go cuddle and hang out. I'm gonna finally eat my cold pizza that's sitting over here beside me. So y'all know what to do. Y'all know I love you. Before we go there, I love you. Say I love you to everybody. It's a good thing to hear, especially in this very mentally exhausting industry we work in. I love all of you. Now y'all know. Go out, find somebody, do something good for them, and let's genuinely make the world a better place together. See y'all.